Over here on 9 Fairway on the river, Grand Harbor members, and I failed to mention earlier, we hired a new superintendent on the harbor course. Some of y'all know him from before. He worked here in the past. His name's Cameron Warner. He was at Johns Island for a little bit, then Bent Pine, and went into sales for a little bit, but we were really happy to have him on board, and he's allowing us to really help with the training and stuff, because we've been using our managers and our superintendents to spray and fertilize, but now that we have an extra set of eyes, we're able to really help work with these guys and get these newer employees dialed into where they need them to be, but still got a long way to go. I want to touch on 9 Fairway. This was one of the ones, this is probably a year old now since we planted, maybe a little older than that. We were able to get a spray on the fairways prior to the Harbor Cup, and we got some color out of it. They look pretty good. We still got some dry spots here and there, and then in the rough area, you're going to see, when we did all this construction, we moved a lot of dirt, so we have pockets of different soil throughout the property. So some areas with more organic matter in that soil, you're going to see they're a little bit greener, and over time everything will kind of balance out. But we have some fertilizer in stock now. We got a new budget year kicking off, so we're going to come out here and get some fertility out on the rough this week and next week. Mother Nature always plays a strong role in what we do and how we look and play, but I think once we get that fertility out here, we'll start to get a little bit more green color. As far as coverage goes, I'm still really happy with the coverage. We got plenty of grass out here. It's just we gotta get a little fertility out. And now we're gonna walk over here. Now we're grass is slowing down. So we're not mowing fairways but once to twice a week now, so it's really giving us some time to work on some of the details. So we got some beds to prep, and we have started that process. So once we edge the bed and clean it out, we like to spray a post-emerge herbicide on there, take care of any weeds in the bed, and we'll also combine that with a pre-emerge herbicide, which keeps any weed seed from germinating. Once we get the bed sprayed, cleaned out, then sprayed, we'll come out and put out our mulch. So the guys this week have been kind of going hole by hole, cleaning out some of these beds. And you can see here they've done a real good job, and even last year's mulch looks pretty good, so we won't need to use too much mulch here. We'll just come touch it up. But we have more mulch in the budget this year, so we're going to do more area than we did last year. All right, last video segment for today. Sorry, Mr. Gibson, I didn't mean to take up all your camera time, but it's important we communicate these things to the members so they understand what we do well and some of our challenges out here on the golf course. And we're out here on Harbor number 3, which is certainly one of the worst as far as weed pressure goes. Phil, you swing around here, we'll go. You can see where some of our spot spraying has been effective, but we're to the point now we're going to have to go ahead and break out the boom sprayer and broadcast spray some of these weeds out in the rough and fairway on 3. Spurge and sedge seem to be the worst of them, which are softer weeds, easy to clean up. We just got to get out here and spray it. And I want to wrap up by saying, we're very privileged to have a great greens committee with Deb Fletcher at the helm. So, we have a lot of support from the Greens Committee, but I would encourage you to get to know those members. And if y'all have any feedback or anything that y'all think we could work on, or positive feedback, those are good people to talk to, and they'll be able to channel that information to me, and we can at least get some communication out there on why certain things aren't being done or areas that we might be missing that we can work on. So I would certainly use those channels if y'all know those members. If not, they're out. They're very, very active members. So they usually attend a lot of tournaments and stuff. So again, if you have any concerns or whatever, please feel free to bring it to their attention, and they'll bring it to the committee meeting, and we'll talk about it and get everything addressed. I know with these, we have a full team of managers now, and I'm fully aware that we have our challenges out here, but I'm confident we're moving in the right direction. And so thinking about how far we come in such a short amount of time is something to be proud of, not only as a department here in golf course maintenance, but as a club and a membership. And you know, the golf course is really all that matters to me, and it is my pride. So you know, I see the same things that y'all are seeing out there, and I can just promise you we're committed to getting this thing as good as it can be. But I appreciate everybody's patience, and that wraps up today's video segments.